If you weren't so busy looking at the other people's grass, you would be able to see that your grass is just as green. That's a quote that I wrote on Instagram a few years ago, probably, I don't know, back in 2015 or something. And it's just facts. I'm going to tell you about a mistake I made years ago. I was so busy looking at Instagram and looking at these online entrepreneurs and thinking that they had something that I didn't have. And I had my cleaning company. And, I befriended a lot of these internet entrepreneurs. And they would be saying, trying to downplay what I was doing. And they would say stuff like, oh, you got to go out there and do all of this. And see, that's not even worth it. They would say this and say that, oh, you only making 30%? Oh, no, so we do 80% over here because we don't have no overhead. And, and I was actually falling for the stuff. Then they would share their little screenshots of their income, right? Their little PayPal account or whatever. And one thing I didn't realize was the reason why they were taking home 80% of their profits was because they hadn't scaled up yet. See, I already had employees. I already had a system in place. I already could not have to clean if I didn't want to clean. You know what I mean? I already could move out of the state, which I eventually ended up doing. And my business ran without me being there. You know what I mean? But they couldn't do that. Their business revolved solely around them because they actually didn't have a business at all. They were solopreneurs. And so I was falling for their trick. I could have easily took home 80% too had I been doing all of the work in my company, right? If I cleaned all the buildings, I would have easily been making 80% of my $100,000 a year, right? But I didn't want to work all of the I didn't want to do all the work inside my company because I wanted the actual company. And see, those guys later on, they started to scale up, and then they started to realize, guess what? Their profits and my profits were actually the same. They were actually the same, okay? As soon as they had to hire employees, just like I had already had employees, very quickly they realized that actually drop shipping had a slimmer margin than what commercial cleaning had. You know what I mean? The only thing that online that did provide a bigger income was digital sales, because there's absolutely no overhead with that. But even then, if you decide to hire employees and assistants and you have to pay for ad spend, the good thing about commercial cleaning is your spending on advertisement when you first start off could be zero and you still can grow. Just because you can grow so easily by going door to door, cold calling, and word of mouth. And you can do all of those things yourself. Or you can hire an assistant to do it for very minimal amounts of money. And so I'm saying all of that to say this. Be careful who you're looking at. As a matter of fact, I don't recommend that you look at anybody at all unless you're looking up to them because they're doing what you're currently doing successful, or they've already done it successfully. That's it. Stop looking to other people. And by the way, you already know what I'm doing. I'm driving on my way to the money, so ignore the background noise. You know what I mean? But stop thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Be too busy watering your grass that you can't even see the other people's grass. You know what I mean? Like, stop admiring things that you don't even know. You see, social media allows you to see parts of people's life that they want you to see. They only show you what they want you to see, but you don't see the other 80 to 90% that's tore up. You only see the good stuff that they sharing with you, and you thinking they're living this perfect life. Meanwhile, they're probably in a worse position than you. I found out one of those guys was living at his mom's house, sleeping on the couch, running a great podcast, and wasn't even stable. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be careful who you're listening to. Why? And then why do they feel like they can offer you advice? What did you do to invite their unsolicited advice in the first place? You know what I mean? Don't be so open to new ideas. I have people all the time, they ask me, are you open to, I think I have a new revenue stream for you. I didn't ask you for a new revenue stream. You know what I mean? Like, I done had my 8 and 9 income streams at once. And I can promise you that it's much better with just having my one business that I focus on. That's it. My business has a couple of different streams inside the business, but nothing outside the business, with the exception of my one rental property right now. Right? But that's it. Because why do you need to focus on so many different things and have your attention drawn in so many different directions? And that's why they never going to grow. None of those seeds will grow into a full tree because you don't have enough water to water them all. You getting a drop on the seed, a drop on the seed, and a drop on the seed. Instead, put one seed down there and put all your water on that one seed and watch it grow into a tree instead of having those little plants everywhere. Because that's what I had. And then I realized, damn, you know what? I'm wasting my time. I'm trying to do all of these different things, trying to be a master of all trades, and you just can't. You can't know everything. You can't be into everything. And you know, somebody come around you and say, oh, you own this new Forex, or you own this penny stocks, or are you on all of these different things. I mean, trucking and real estate. I mean, people come with ideas every day. And if you're not educated, if you're not disciplined and focus on what you already have going on, they will convince you to make you feel like that you missing out. When in reality, most of the time, all of this stuff works. So just pick your thing and stick with that thing. If you already have a cleaning company, just grow the cleaning company. If you don't have a cleaning company yet and you already sell clothes, then sell the damn clothes. If it's profitable for you and you know you can grow it. Whatever it is that you do or know how to do it. And if you don't know how to do anything, then you probably can start a cleaning business. That's what I did. I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't go to college. I wasn't a good student in school. I was a C student all my life until my senior year, when I decided to go ahead and just make straight A's for one semester, just because I felt like doing it. That was it. You know what I mean? I always been a mediocre student. I wasn't good at anything except rapping and basketball. And somebody might debate me on if I was good at basketball, right? You can't debate the rap though. But that's the only two things I was actually good at. And just, being brought up in not a environment that really pushed me, I automatically just wrote those out like I never could make it in either one of those. You know what I mean? So I said, well, what can I do? And cleaning was the only thing that I could do, because anybody can clean. And that's why I put people onto the cleaning business. I know a lot about different types of businesses and industries and all of that. But it's like, at the end of the day, cleaning is the most simplistic thing that I can teach and actually help people to build real wealth in. That's it. So yes, I could teach you how to make money online. I've been doing it for years now. Yes, I could teach you how to do all type of different stuff, right? But it's like, no, I'm going to teach you to do the thing that I did that made the change in my life. If I never would have made that decision to go start my cleaning business, I wouldn't be where I am today, period. And that's just facts. Because out of all of the different businesses that I had, all of the different endeavors that I tried and played with, that was the only one that anybody could do. That's the only one that I could do and actually make 6 figures from it. And that's facts. You know what I mean? That was the only one that I could do and literally provide jobs to the people that I loved. You know what I mean? I put people, when my brother came home from prison, he had a job because I decided to go take a risk. You see what I'm saying? I remember like yesterday when I was starting my cleaning company, and my mom, she was a little skeptical about it, like, you know what I mean, questioning me and wondering if it was the right call. Now we know it was a great call. It wasn't just a good call, it was a great call. You know what I mean? Same thing with my rental property when I was renting out my house. Well, we bought it just to rent it out, and you got to be careful of renting out properties. Tenants and tear up your property, blah, blah, blah. Here we go, going on 5 years now renting out that place. No issue, same tenant. Pay on time all the time. You know what I mean? It's just like, and now people around me, they taking heed to that, and now they renting out properties now. And so it's just, you got to be the one to make the change, man. And you got to be the one to be able to not listen to everybody and their opinions, period. It's one thing to be open-minded and not be you don't want to be arrogant, and that's why it's a nice fine balance in there, because you don't want to be arrogant, but you also want to be decisive and be focused too. And that's kind of where I try to stay in. I try to be acceptive of people's opinion without actually digesting all of their opinions. I'm listening to you, but that don't mean I'm going to apply every single little thing. I'm just listening to you. Now, if you ask me directly, am I open to a new income opportunity? I'm going to tell you straight up, no, I'm not. Because I have Clean Biz Network and I'm focused and I'm growing that. Period. And if I would have did the same thing with my cleaning company the first time, I'd be a multimillionaire already. Because at the scale that I was growing at without focusing, I was already killing it. You see what I'm saying? But I had my cleaning company, and I had this, and I had that, and I had this. All these different streams of income for nothing. You know what I mean? For nothing. Chasing what? Chasing the sexy business. You know what I mean? Chasing, you want everything that everybody else have, or you got so many different ideas, which most of those entrepreneurs do. We always have so many different ideas, and they are good ideas. But guess what? We can't do them all at once. You cannot do them all at once. Pick one, master that, automate it, and then move on. Do not start this and that and that and that this year. You don't need them all this year. You don't need them all in a 2-year span. Businesses take time to grow. If you're building a real business, it's going to take some time. And if you can't get that in your system, then you're probably not meant for entrepreneurship. It's going to take time. And the quicker you can realize that getting rich in 10 years is quick, the quicker you'll be rich. Simple as that. Simple as that. If you do 100,000 and grow by 100,000 every year for the next 10 years, that's $1 million. You good. How old are you now? I don't care if you 50 and if you a millionaire by 60, wouldn't you be ecstatic? Wouldn't you be ecstatic if you was a millionaire in 10 years from now? If you 50 right now and you just starting your business, you ain't got nothing in retirement, but in 10 years, when you 60, you got $1 million. How is that not the best thing that ever happened? Ever. And tell me 10 years is long. It's not long. If you 20 right now and you got $1 million when you 30, how is that not the greatest fucking thing ever? What other 30 millionaire you know? I mean, like, you don't know no other 30-year-old millionaires near you. Who else you know? You know what I mean? So it's like when you put it into that perspective, it's easy. It becomes easier. So you grind like it's a race, but you have the mentality that is a marathon. Shout out to William Wade. We just discussed that in the group. You know what I mean? So just stay focused. Stop looking at people, dog. Your shit works. It works. Are you profitable? Are you making money? It works then. Now scale it. Now grow it. And stick with it over 10 years and watch how you get $1 million. Write down the plan. How many things you need to sell before you get to $1 million? How many buildings you need to get? How many services you need to sell? How many salespeople you need to hire? You know what I mean? Like, look at it. It's all math. It's all math. That's all it is. Look at what you need to do to scale it and then just do those things over time through the hardships that pop up along the way. Period. I'm not telling you it's easy. I'm telling you it's simple. It's simple. It's simple math. Break it down. Do the math. What Grant Cardone calls a millionaire math. Break it down. Okay, if I got $1 million, I'm selling a $10 product. I need to sell X amount of these $10 products to get to my $1 million. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do. So again, don't look at other people. Stop looking at other people. They will trick you and make you think they further along than you. I mean, like they'll make you think that they further along than you. And they not. I got tricked. I'm sitting here listening to a guy talking about his profit margins and he ain't even got no fucking overhead. He ain't even scaled up yet. He don't know what a profit margin is yet. Don't even know yet. You know what I mean? Don't let these people trick you on this internet. You build your wealth. And a lot of these things that a lot of these people doing, they selling all these little sexy opportunities, stuff like that. Those are not even real businesses, most of them. And a lot of them getting replaced by AI. Artificial intelligence. It's only a matter of time before all of these jobs are replaced. But it's going to be a lot harder to replace the commercial cleaning company, though. Because can't no robot going in and put the human touch on that desk behind that computer monitor the way we can. Or scrub them floors the way we can. Or strip and wax them floors. Or vacuum them floors from corn. Like, they can't do it. They done tried it. We got 1 million vacuum machines that's automated and they still don't none of them work right. None of them get it like a person can get it. Know what I mean? So it's like, eventually all of this stuff will be automated. But this is one of the few industries that's still steadily growing. Do your research on it. Look it up. Look at the outlook on the janitorial industry. and look at the outlook and see how it's actually growing. You know why? Because this industry grows as the economy grows. The more businesses open up, the more accounts we got to clean. The more people buying homes, the more businesses we got to clean. And not even buying. People rent homes and then they hire cleaning companies too. And again, we coming now in the information age and people are valuing time more than money. So now people don't even make as much as they used to in homes, and now they hiring cleaning companies. Heard a guy the other day said if you make $50,000 a year, you should have a cleaning company. You shouldn't be spending your time on those small tasks. You know what I mean? So this is a thriving industry. You know what I mean? Like, the commercial cleaning is a thriving industry. So if you want to get started with your cleaning business, by the way, cleaningbusinessstarterkit.com. Go take some action. Stop looking at everybody else and what they doing. You know, the richest black person in the world right now, not in the world, but in America. What's his name? Robert Smith. Robert Smith. You know what he does? He's what is it? Mergers and acquisitions. Some shit that nobody's even considering. You know what I mean? Like some shit that's not sexy at all. Some that nobody even understands how you can get rich off of it. That's how cleaning is. Who would imagine that you could? I talked to a guy the other day, because y'all know I do strategy calls for anybody interested in the starter kit and you still just not sure and you want to talk to me. You can set up a strategy call session with me, 15-minute call at cleaningbusinessstarterkit.com. One of the calls I was on, the guy said, I really didn't know that you can make 6 figures cleaning in the cleaning business. You know what I mean? And people just don't know. I'm telling you, the money is there. The biggest company in this industry is I think it's ABM. Look them up on Google. ABM. They that's a $1 billion industry. That's a $1 billion company. A $1 billion company, publicly traded. Is it sexy? No. Do you know who the CEO is? No. But they got that motherfucking money, don't they? What you want? The money, right? And that's his choosing. You can still, if you want the fame with it too, to go ahead and just get on YouTube and do it. You know what I mean? And build your business. But you don't have to be famous. We're trying to build wealth. That's it. So anyway, all of that to say this. Don't look over there when you got everything you already need. I did that for so many years, looking for another opportunity. And it's like, dog, you got your opportunity. Capitalize on it. Yeah, well, I'm bringing in a little, you know what I mean? That's how people do. I'm bringing a little bit of money from my cleaning business, but I'm trying to really get into this so-and-so. Why are you trying to really get into something that you ain't even done yet when you already got something that you're doing and is working? Build on it. You wanted an opportunity. You asked for an opportunity. You got your opportunity. And then you're going to turn around and abandon it for something fucking else. Why? Build it up, get it to $1 million, automate it, and then look at some other shit for fun. But you don't do that in the beginning when you still have a startup company that ain't done nothing yet. You don't even have like a full company yet. You don't have employees. You don't have the books in order yet. You ain't, I mean, like, get your stuff together first. Get a foundation first. Actually have thousands on thousands in the bank first before you start looking at all this other shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all. Let's think. Thank y'all for listening. AJ Simmons, CleanBizNetwork.com. I'll talk to y'all soon.